Hello, Chiefs Kingdom! Welcome to our channel where we always bring you the latest updates and everything happening behind the scenes with our beloved team. Today we have some news that honestly no one expected. What if I told you that Welsh rugby star Rees-Zammit is on the verge of saying goodbye to the Chiefs and signing with one of our biggest rivals in the AFC? That's right, our Welsh experiment might be coming to an end, and in a pretty frustrating way for us. Stick with me until the end because this story is wrapped in mystery and deserves all our attention. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that like button because this is one of those stories we really need to talk about. After a busy offseason and a preseason full of expectations, young Rees-Zammit, who transitioned from rugby to American football, is reportedly close to changing teams. Hot sources in the market confirm that he's finalizing a deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's right, one of our direct rivals in the AFC. Now, here's the big question. Will Rees-Zammit sign for the Jaguars' active roster, or will he end up on the practice squad? That difference is huge and could completely change the perception of his NFL trajectory and the impact of this departure on the Chiefs. In our first preseason matchup against the Jaguars, Rees-Zammit was on the field for 9 offensive snaps and 4 more on special teams. I admit, like many of you, I was curious to see how he'd perform. But to be honest, his performance was somewhat underwhelming. We didn't see that spark or explosive potential we expected from someone with his athletic background in rugby, and here's where it gets interesting. Last Tuesday, he was waived by the Chiefs, which was already a red flag. At that moment, many people, myself included, believed that he wouldn't be picked up by any team on waivers and that he'd soon return to the Chiefs' practice squad. After all, that made the most sense. The kid was still in a developmental phase, adapting to a new sport. But as it turns out, plans seem to have changed drastically. If the Jaguars are truly ready to give Rees-Zammit a spot on their 53-man roster, it raises a lot of questions. What did they see that we didn't until now? Do they have a specific plan for him on special teams, something that no one else noticed? It's a bold move by Jacksonville, and I'm honestly curious to see how this will play out. Now, if the situation is different and Rees-Zammit is just heading to the Jaguars' practice squad, that would be an even more bitter farewell for us. Think about it. Either Rees-Zammit himself decided it would be better to develop his career in Jacksonville, or worse, the Chiefs simply saw no future for him and decided not to offer him a practice squad spot. That last option would be a pretty damning statement about what the Chiefs front office thinks about his future. We're dealing with a situation where at every step new questions arise. Did we misjudge Rees-Zammit? Could his NFL future have been different here in Kansas City? The only thing certain is that, for us Chiefs fans, this is a story with an unsatisfying ending. So, Chiefs Kingdom, what do you think about this story? Are the Jaguars making the right move, or are they taking too big of a risk with Rees-Zammit? And what about us? Should we have pushed harder with this experiment, or was it time to move on? Leave your thoughts in the comments because this is one of those topics that deserves a lot of discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates on our beloved Kansas City Chiefs. See you next time.